Okay, so
She's got it here.
So B2B type of scenario, this is what we've been doing for the alternative lending organizations, so non-banks, because there's a lot of non-banks here. But really, what we've been going through is talking about, okay, as we're getting loan applications, whether it's broker submissions through more of a partner wholesale network, or borrowers just applying for a loan themselves. What I can see day to day here is a few different types of activities, right? My closed business, closed loans up to date so far this year. Which of my candidates may be eligible for a refi opportunity, who internally on the team is right from a broker type of network, doing well and closing a lot of various deals. So pretty standard kind of reporting and sales, just tailored more towards a loan application process.
And who are you in this scenario? You're the loan officer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Any specific terminology that we should know of for alt lenders? Or?
I mean, there's different sides. I would say in general, like a loan officer is going to be working it, send to the underwriting team for review. They're usually going to have broker, partner submissions, right? So kind of we have an option for brokers to submit candidates, and then really just borrowers too. So more or less the same.
Great.
New leads coming in on a day-to-day basis, and again, standard homepage talk. Here's kind of my key deals that I'm working on, very small business loans for various businesses, and then also individual loans too, in more of a B2C scenario for a mortgage or a rental loan or whatever the case may be. What we'll have open here is Gateway Charter Schools, so they're one of our accounts where their representative, Steve Flynn, is applying for a small business loan. Going through for Gateway Charter Schools. What we can see on his profile or on this opportunity is really the various stages that we're going through in this loan application process. We're currently sitting into underwriting, so usually this information is going to pass back to some type of LOS type of solution too. But really this is going to give the underwriting team, this is going to give the sales team, the LO, any of the supporting staff visibility into what's going on with all these loan applications day to day. So highlight then any kind of like lightning discussions that you want to have, right? Guidance for success. What information do we need from underwriting versus what was there? I think that, yeah, that's the only one that I have the guidance for success showing. Locking in certain rates, kind of where we're sitting, activity, all of that is pretty standard. As this loan closes, right, and it's tied back to Gateway Charter Schools over time, we can also identify this overarching business account for any kind of white space opportunities too. Maybe if we're offering multiple types of loans for us internally there, we can identify and see what our customers have currently taken out with us internally on their end. What I would do is just have this ready to go and turned on if you want to showcase something like a live agent. Don't have to. But I like to highlight the console from even a dialer perspective too. Do I have my call list still showing? But outbound, right, if I'm submitting leads or having leads submitted to me, I can really use our dialer functionality to call these individuals to start working on their loans. From the perspective of Stephen Flynn of Gateway Charter Schools too, what we can also give him is more of that borrower portal where he can come in, he can identify and see maybe other financing options that may be available for his business. None of these are actionable, but he can go in and he can make a payment. So if they're using some kind of like a Stripe or other payment processing providers, pulling that into the community just to allow their borrowers to go in and start making payments. If you want to initiate chat, we can initiate that right from here and then communicate back and forth to show that functionality. I won't do that right now. The over time too, is I'm Steve and I'm looking at, right, again, kind of my payments that need to be made. I can understand my active loans that I currently have in place today. So clicking on the My Loans tab. What's the status of my actual loan that I had applied for? We're currently sitting in underwriting, right? We hadn't closed this deal yet. What are the rates that have so far been agreed upon? This is giving those clients that full picture into that loan application process too, by giving them kind of a highlights panel within their portal. Oh yeah, we changed this up. I'll change this back for this one because I think we changed this for a mortgage demo. But we'll just show kind of pictures of what he still needs to complete, so more of a document checklist type of fashion. I can upload my files, upload my attachments right within my community there. So if there's any more involvement from me on the borrower perspective as this loan is going through the process, I can just actively go about and look right within my community for that. Again, the chat if I have questions, and then did we? No, we didn't add in any cases. Okay. then we just had documents too. But I would say the big piece for the community is going to be the homepage, talking about the community aspect, the My Loan, seeing the status of the current opportunity, and then Live Agent, if you want to show any of that.
Perfect.
At the end, right, as we're processing all of these loans, then this third tab here, if we're talking about broader analytics, so you're wanting to pull in information from your loan origination system, from Salesforce, potentially other sources that you're getting these loan applications from, or any other solutions, this is where Einstein Analytics can start to come into play. So combining not only sales data from Salesforce, but also, right, a multitude of other third-party sources too. So the power of the platform is that we can report on beyond just anything within Salesforce today. But if you want to drill down into any of these two, this is just showing me kind of total amounts of loans that we've funded so far this year, the number of loans that we funded, the average loan size. If you want to go down and filter by loan types where certain stages are within, so how many loans do we have in a credit pool type of stage, this will filter dynamically. And then this doesn't actually work, but what I've talked about is then how we can drill right back into Salesforce from this point in time, go into the records and update them. So more of that actionable insight, even though this is going to a different org.
And quick question on the LOS piece. Are there any pre-built connectors with those, or does that just have to be implemented?
Usually that's an implementation partner. There's common ones that we hear with like an LOS, like Encompass for a mortgage type of situation, for example. We get that one a lot.
Okay.
But in general, that's where Salesforce and your partner will work with you to build out that integration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good demo.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks for